So hi everyone, good morning. This is Monica Kabir from Technology Resource Center, ICIT. So today's session is Blackboard tips and tricks. So I will show you some of the things that can make your Blackboard course or finding your Blackboard course, navigating it through, making it a little easier, make it a little bit more personalized so that it's easier for you as well as it's easier for your students. So this session is going to be like about 40 minutes, and then I will answer any questions you may have at the later part. But throughout the session, you are all muted. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat box, and I will address this question that I go along. Okay. And if you lose my voice at any moment, I've been having some audio issues, please let our organizer, Lauren or Chris, through the chat box also, and they will let me know. And then we'll get that set up. So, okay. So, you have to be logged onto your Blackboard course. So when you log in, your Blackboard page looks like this, right? It may look a little bit different than mine, depending on your affiliation with different CUNY campuses. You may have, like I have Hunter faculty, where you can get like Hunter specific information. You may have Baruch or City College based on your affiliation, right? So so as I keep saying that you may have different affiliation with multiple campuses, so you may have multiple CUNY email addresses too. So it is important before you actually do anything in your course or anything like that, make sure that what your Blackboard email is, right? So and how you can see that is actually within the first page. You have to scroll below and you will see something called tools. Again, this might be on this side of your page, but you just have to look for it, okay? So that you are on tools, you have to go on update email, and then you can check what email address you have. When I was a student at Baruch, I actually chose that as a Baruch email address so that my work email was separated from my student email. So you can do that also. You can also ask your students to double check what email address they have. They may have multiple affiliation as well, and it might be going to their different email address, let's say Baruch email address, and they may be checking Hunter email address and not getting any notification from you. So you can update your email address here, so can your students. But you have to remember it has to be a CUNY email address, okay? So that's very important that you have a CUNY email address. Okay. So I'll cancel this since I'm not changing my email address from Hunter to anything else. I can check Hunter email address. So that's fine, right? So other thing also you can do is you see right here next to my name, I just have a logo, right? I don't have anything else. But you can actually change that avatar, right? So let me show you, actually on this one right here. Again, you go to that tools right here, go to personal information. And once you go to personal information, you go to, I may have to double check which one I have to go to, personalize my settings. And here you can upload a file and create an avatar. So why am I showing this, right? I'm showing this because now everything is going to be distance learning, right? You won't see your student face, your student won't see their face. When you have this avatar, it looks, it makes it more personalized, right? So instead of, having a blank logo, you will see a picture of your student, or your students will see a picture of you. So that will make it more personalized. So let me show you how you do it again. It's again from the home page. I'll show you one more time. From the home page, you scroll down until you see tools. Under tools, you go to personal information. On personal information, you actually change personalize my settings. And once you are there, you click on, you choose your picture, and it says already its recommended size is 150 by 150 pixels. So it has to be a square picture, otherwise it gets distorted. And then you browse your computer, look for your picture. So let's say this is the picture. You click on open, and then you hit submit, and the pictures get added. Okay, and see the picture is added right here, and then that's how you would create an avatar for your class. Okay, so now that I have that set up, I want to show you how you can customize your My Courses box. And why is it important, right? It's important because you've probably been teaching at CUNY for a long time, so you have a long list of courses, and the courses might be a different order than you would like. So you may have to look for it, scroll all the way up and down, and to look for your courses, right? So how can you make sure that you don't see the courses like let's say this one right here for fall 2015 don't see anymore because it's too much for you, and how you can make the list according to the order you like, right? So you simply go to this icon right here next to the My Courses box, and once you do that, and you see that I have a much longer list of courses that my course box with. You see that? So I actually hid all of them. It does not mean I don't have access to it. It's just hidden from the box so that I don't have to scroll all the way back and forth, right? Okay. So the first thing you can do, you can actually group by term. So let me show you how it works. Group by term, and then it tells you that the term that I have. Obviously, I do not have a spring term, but since I'm not a faculty, I'm only a staff, so I only have these two. But you get the idea. So you can group by term as well, so that will be easier for you to see. If you don't want that, you can simply then, let's say I want to make this course show the first one. I can put the mouse on the left side of the course and drag it up, and that's how it works. Let's say I don't want to see this course anymore, or this fall 2015 course anymore. I can simply uncheck this option right here, and it will disappear. And let's say I want to see this course, I will simply click on this one. You remember it's fall 2012, and then I will hit submit, and let's see how it works. So see, now on my list, I have my Blackboard Intermediate and Collaborate Ultra, the first one on the list. I don't have that was other fall 2015. I have more than one fall 2015 course is not there. However, the fall 2012 template course has came back, right? So this is the way you can hide the courses that you don't want to see. Let me show you one more time. You are within the home page, My Course. You simply click on this gear next to My Course, and you can either group by term, or you can hide the things that you don't want to see. Let me get rid of this course now, meaning just hiding it from the My Course box, and I can get it back whenever I am ready. I'll hit submit, and see my fall 2012 course is removed from the list, but it's there. So this also comes in handy, like when your students may say, I don't see my courses any longer. Even for you, if you don't see your courses there, you may want to go in there and check whether the course is somehow hidden from the my courses box, right? So that's how you would be able to find it and organize them any order that you want. Okay. Same for my organization also. You can click on this icon right here, and then organize any way that you want. So let's say I want this one, what is it, the workplace violence one. So this one up on top. So I'll do that and leave it, hit it submit, and the workplace violence prevention course is the first one there now, and that's the way I can organize it. Okay. So the homepage also have other tools. You can go through it, but one of the other tools is very important is the browser test, right? So if you by any chance, let's say, having issues with Blackboard, or you're not able to upload materials, or let's say you're trying to do something but it gives you error message, you can always come to the homepage and simply test your browser. So that way, when it runs, right, it tells you, see, my Java is installed, but it's not up to date, right? So it gives you that what are the requirement components there, and what are the optional components there, and whether who, I mean, for the optional component, you may not need all of them, but at least it tells you what you are not able to do if you don't have that component, right? So ask your students to do the browser test as well, right? So at least they will know whether they need to update the browser. So again, because the browser can be Firefox, Chrome. Those are the two. Firefox is the recommended one, and I use Chrome, which works fine also. There are various issues with Safari as well as Microsoft Edge and Internet Explorer. So those are not recommended. If you do not have Firefox or Chrome, you can simply download them. It's free, and they're very good browser as well. But again, when you download, you can always run the browser test from the homepage. From the homepage, I have it on the left side. You may have it in the middle or somewhere else, but always run the browser just to make sure that you and that your browser is up to date. Okay. Same goes for your students. Ask them to test their browser as well. Okay. And then two more things also. So you see course search and organization search. So why would you need these two, right? If you want to see an open organization or open course, this is where you would search. Let's say you want to allow guests in your course, right? You would allow guests, but then the guest has to search here to access your course. So these are other two important things is there. You may not remember all of this, but it's just there. You can also email us if you are still having struggle or don't remember anything. It's too much information, but I just wanted to show you this. And then so it also gives you other tips and tricks. Okay. So
I'm good.
now
I'm
that
good.
we are done with the whole page, let's go into a
No, we
course
taking
and
more trainings. That's in the background.
show you show you how show
Um,
you how the
that's
course.
one thing
So we did the course to make it a little bit more
sure.
interesting, right?
Andrew
So let
Parker,
me go
he
into this course right
contacted me
here.
back. I thought you had sent him manual. He
Okay.
said he didn't get an email, so I don't know if
So
he's.
we are right here.
But
And what we're going to do is we are going to create
no
a
problem.
banner for this course, right? So this is a Blackboard default template. As you can see, if a student comes in, they just see announcement, and this tiny writing here is the course information, right? It says, introduction to Blackboard. There is no other personalized thing here, right? And they may be taking, I don't know, 5 or 6 courses, and all may look the same. So how can you make it personalized so that students know, or even you as a faculty, you're teaching 4 or 5 courses, is all of them are same. You may accidentally add some different materials, right? So how can you make it personalized? So let me show you. You can actually add a banner, and let me show you how you can do it. Let me open PowerPoint. PowerPoint is easier. Again, you can use anything else that you like as well. I just want to show you something really quick and simple. It has to be long in size. So let's say I want to call it so you'll have PowerPoint open. You can choose any template you want. I'll call this that. And I can even change the design if I want to, or make it a little bigger. I will save it as let me show you. I will save it as a document. Sorry, image. Where is it? Right here. So I'll just do the this slide, and let's look for that right here. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually creating a banner. So I used PowerPoint. I think it's easier. You can use Photoshop and other things as well. I'm comfortable with PowerPoint, so I am doing a PowerPoint one. And so I typed what I wanted to type, and what I did is then I saved that as an image. And since it's a banner, it has to look like long, right? So the recommended banner size is 480 by 80 pixels, so it has to be long. So now I'm just cropping it. So that's that, and then save, and let's do that. So see, my banner is ready, and I'm going back to my course, and where can I add it, right? So I have to go to Control Panel, then Customization. Under Customization, I go to Teaching Style, since I'm changing the style. And then here, again, I can, if I want, I can actually change this color as well. I'm going to leave it purple. And here, click on Browse My Computer, and there is my, I thought I saved it. Submit. And let's see how it looks. Okay, I chose the wrong one again. So let me go back and look for the file, right file. Okay. If it's wrong, please. I actually save it in a wrong place, so that's why I chose the wrong file. So, but if you accidentally do that, how can you change it, right? So I'm going back again, wrong button. Okay, so let's go back again, customization, teaching style. And here I'm going back and simply click on delete this banner because I want to delete that. That's the wrong one. And I'm browsing my computer for the right one. And then open and hit submit. And let's see how it looks. So there you go. But again, as you can see, this is a little bit long. This length up to here, welcome to Momita's course, would have been fine, but you get the idea. So this is how it creates your banner. Let me show you what your students see. They come in to the course and they see the banner right there. So that makes them understand right away, okay, they are in this course, they are in Psychology 100 or Psychology, Anthropology 100. So, and then it's personalized, right? So this is how you can do that, add a banner. So another thing also I would highly recommend you do is add your profile under instructor, right? So if you go in and you can create a folder or create a contact, same way, not much different. Within a folder, you would be able to add a description about you and stuff like that. So create that. So let me show you how you can create. Uh, let me cancel this. Let me create a contact. So if you are, add your title here, add your first name, let's do last name, and also your email address, so that students know where to contact, how to contact you, right? So you can add your work phone. If you don't have any work, don't want to provide your students your cell phone because you are not able to access your work phone now, that's fine. But if you're using, let's say, Zoom or Blackboard Collaborate to meet with them, or to set up an office hour, you can actually do that. So let's say office hour, uh, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, um, 3 to 4 p.m. And then I can just put here Zoom, right? So you get the idea. So if you provide that, and if you have the link available, unfortunately I did not set it up before, you can paste it right here, and then a student can directly contact you instead of emailing you back and forth saying how can I meet you, how do I meet you, and all this option, right? And also here you can add a picture as well. So let me show you how you can do that. Let's select this picture again. And then if you have a bio, some other page, and you can add that here as well for your students to see your work and etc. So you hit submit. Okay. So this is my contact right here, and then they can go and they can see that my profile, my picture, and if I had more information, they will see that there also. See, it's already telling me it exceeds the recommended pixel dimension. Obviously, it's pretty big. So if you want, you should crop it down before you add it. But having a contact place for your students to see can be very useful. Okay. Okay. So another cool and new thing Blackboard added. Let me actually go to announcement. Added is the student preview button, right? So before, faculty had no information on what their students see, right? We used to be part of faculty to work with. They added us as a student, and then we used to provide them screenshots or check what their students see and not. But Blackboard, I think a couple of years ago, added these options, student preview, and if you go in there, and then you have idea what exactly your students is. Your students is this, and you can see that they do not see the control panel at all, and you can see that they don't see the course information or course material also, but you see it. Why is that, right? So you get that idea what your students see. So let me exit, and I will tell you why your students do not see the course information and course material. See these icons right here? I put the mouse over, and it says the link has no content. So when something has no content or any folder or any content area that is empty, students automatically do not see it. But if I simply add something here, so let's just simply, I want to call it, I'll hit submit. And if I go back to the student preview again, and you will see now this course information comes up, they click on it, and they will see this right here. Okay. So let me exit this again, and then we are back here, right? Another way you can organize your course, besides adding a banner or changing the color, is that you can add more areas here. More areas as in, by default it comes with course information and course materials, but let's say you want to add an area for homework, or you want to add an area for tests. How you can do it? You can go to this tiny plus sign here, click on content area, and you can simply call it, let's say, homework. You have to make sure that it's available to users, meaning your students, and you hit submit. For some reason, I'm not able to do it. Okay. The reason I was not able to do it before, because I actually added homework before and I actually deleted it, so that's why it was not letting me add it. So you have to be careful. If you don't want your student to see something, just hide it from their view and reuse it later. Since I used the homework option before, now I'm not able to add it at all, right? So are you limited to adding only content area? No, you can also add other things. Let's say you'll be using a tool that is Blackboard Collaborate Ultra very frequently. So you want to add that right there instead of going into tools and stuff like that. So I can simply do that wrong and then hit available to user, hit submit. So these will now take me directly to Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. I don't have to go to tools and stuff like that. See, it takes me automatically, right? Instead of going to tools, then clicking on it again. So it saves you and your students couple of clicks, so they can go to directly, right? But let's say you don't want to add it at the bottom. You want to be at the first one, right after an announcement. How you can do it? You can actually use this arrow right here. It becomes a multi-directional arrow when you put the mouse on the left side, and you can drag it and repositions wherever you want. So let's say I want to do that, and it's not taking it. So how else you can do it? I can go to this arrow right here, and you select that, use these arrows, and to put it up. Okay. I would also take the homework. I would go up, 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 right below course materials, right here. Let me check the order. Okay, Collaborate Ultra course information. Course, I'm happy with the order that I created, and I can hit submit. Okay, so for some reason it's not taking it. Probably something is with my browser. Let me show you here. Try again. Okay. Not taking it. Let me log out and log back in, or switch a browser, and we'll go from there. Bear with me 1 second while I switch my browser. So it may happen. Sometimes it may not work on Firefox. So if you switch browser, it actually usually works. So let me see. Going in here. See, my banner is still there. So I'm just going to drag this one to reorder. Yeah, so it stays there now. I'm not sure why it did not take effect on Firefox, but it's probably my Firefox does not have the Java updated. When I remember I showed you the browser test, I had one red X next to the required component. Maybe that's the reason I was not able to reorder. But see, with Chrome, I'm now able to reorder it. So if you have issues like that you were used to be able to do it but not able to do it now at certain point, log out, log back in, restart your computer, switch a browser. That like 80% time solves the issue. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so I want to show you a few more things and then I will take questions. So let's say you're adding a material, right? And I am going to add this item right here. Let's say test. And so let's say you want to copy this from here, right? So let's say copying from a website, right? Like here, just randomly, I just want to show you. And if you go in here and if you paste it within Blackboard, right, these will be all over the place. As you can see, I hope you can see it properly. See, this is bigger, this is small, this is all this crazy, and you don't want that. You don't want to see all different type of fonts here, right? So what you can do is you can actually select everything right here, and this button right here is an eraser. If you click on that, it clears the formatting. See, I was able to change the format completely and it looks much better, not all over the place at all. So if you have to copy something from Word or copy something from a website or from a PDF, the format within Blackboard might look little all over the place because of Word or PDF or even a website, they all have hidden codes that does not work well here, right? You can still copy, but once you are done copying, you can simply select and hit this remove formatting or clear formatting option, which is an eraser. Looks like this. If you and then you can get rid of all this weird formatting, and it looks much cleaner. So that sometimes we get a lot of questions. It has extra space. It's a bigger size than rest of it. How can I fix it? This is how you can fix it. And let's say you want to make these little bit of things bigger. So let's say have the date and time here. I want to make it bold, so I'll click on that, and now I can select that, right? And if I hit submit, and it will look much better. And it's like nicely formatted. This is the most important part, and I was able to do it. But since I don't need to have it here, so I'll just delete it as well. Okay, before delete it, I also want you to show it. This is also you can drag up and down like this, or take it down that way. If you have too many things and it's too much for you to drag up and down, you see these tiny two arrows pointing to two ways. You can also click on here and reorder this way as well. Okay, that works as well. Okay. Okay, so let me remove this because I don't need this. And how you can delete? I can simply click on go to the arrow right here, click on delete, and it will be deleted. Okay. So Blackboard, what also did is actually it also added access to cloud storage in addition to your computer. So if you have things on your on your drive, on your Dropbox, you can access them as well. So let me show you item uh, 2, and here you can access to browse cloud storage, and you can access OneDrive, Box, Dropbox, Google Drive, and OneDrive for Business. So if you have materials there, you can access it from there as well. So this is, obviously most of us are working from home now, but if you have to work from somewhere else, or you did not carry your computer or your flash drive, but you should have it on your Google Drive or Dropbox, you can definitely access it and actually provide that information to your students. Okay. Okay, a few more things, and then we are good to go. So we used to get a lot of questions that I'm teaching a language course and I want to give my student voice feedback, right? Or I have a visually impaired student, I want to give student voice feedback. How can I do that, right? So it used to be not possible before, but Blackboard recently added this audio feedback option. Let me see whether I have any homework. Okay, so I have a homework right here. Uh, Let me go to Grade Center and see any of my students' work. So let's say this one right here. So see, I already gave the student grade. So let me show you how I got it, right? So let's say I already got the student grade, and the student, this is student right here, the preview user is telling me I am not able to read your comment, right? So I'm going to Full Grade Center again and then clicking on the grade. And once I click on edit grade, I can see the student got 5 out of 10. And student had a comment right here, but for some reason she's not able to see it. And I get this microphone right here. So instead of now that option, I can actually click on this icon right there, and then I can record it. So I have to obviously allow it. I'm not going to do that now, but you can record your feedback to your students this way as well, and then it gets recorded here, and students simply click on play to listen to the audio feedback. This works actually very well for students with visually impaired students with disability, as well as for language courses. Okay. 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 So I think that's all I wanted to show you in terms of tips and tricks. Let me give you a couple of tricks on the grade center, and then I'll open the floor for any questions, right? So the grade center is right here under control panel, and full grade center is where you want to be. One of the most important thing is that if you copy your courses, you may have a lot of icons, or you may want to organize in a different way. How can you do that, right? You simply go to manage right here, and then go to column organization. And once you do that, and this way you can order any of the columns any way you want to like to see, right? So let's say the weighted total I want to see at the beginning, so I can just drag it all the way up and right below total column, and then I let it go. I want to hide, let's say, draft, and then I want to hide the research paper 2, and to hide this column as well, test, and I can simply go and click on hide selected column, and I hit submit, and it will be ordered in a different way, the way I want it. So let me show you. So I have the weighted total should be all the way at the beginning, right after total. Okay. Also, you can create smart views. You already have some smart views, right? Like Full Grade Center. You can click on assignments to see only the assignments that you can see. These are only the assignments. You can also click on test, and it will only show you the test, right? But if you have a different category, let's say you want to only see the discussion board, you can do that. And how you can do it? You can go to manage, click on smart views, and let's say you want to do the discussion board, simply click on make it favorite. When you make it favorite, it shows up right here. Let me see, okay, and see how it works. See, now under Full Grade Center, I have assignment, also discussion board, and also test. If I click on discussion board, it will only show me discussion board column, and most likely I don't have anything. See, I don't have any discussion boards, but that's why I don't see. But if you have weekly discussions, you'll probably have like 14, 15 discussion board columns, and that way you can actually only see the discussion board if you want. Okay. Another very good option is adding colors. I'll show you. Again, everything is under manage. You can go to grading color code, and there you have to make sure you are enabling color code. And you can see I already have a criteria. If someone got less than 70%, they get like red. I can add another one. If someone gets, let's say, more or equal to 90 or 95%, and I want to make them as screen, right? Hit apply right here, and if I hit submit, you should see all these students got more than 95. So it gives me a great view if you have, especially if I have a lot of students, I want to make sure to address the student who are doing below average or something like that. I can use the color, and then I will see right away. Oh, this student needs my attention because it was 55 out of 100, right? So that's very bad. So I can actually contact the students directly from here and talk about what happened. Do you want to do an extra credit work, or stuff like that. But I think that works very, very well. But if you don't want to see that color too much, you can simply click on hide color coding and see it just goes away. It's not that you have to go back there and delete it. You can simply click on hide and delete once you have it set up, and you can see show um, color coding again, and it shows up. So it's good to add it at the beginning of the semester. I know it's too much, it may be too much color, but again, you can set up the criteria and you can hide and show very easily. Okay, and also if you have a smaller screen, you can use this full screen option to make the full gray center the full screen so that you can see a lot of icons. So that's it for Blackboard tips and tricks. It has a lot of features. I may overwhelm you with a lot of things, but this is just to give you an idea how to make your course more personalized, what's good for you, what makes your work within Blackboard a little easier, right? And if you have any specific questions about anything, reach out to us. We'll explain it in more detail. Okay. This was just a little bit of tips and tricks about Blackboard. So with that, Lauren, if you can unmute everyone, and I will take questions.
One moment. Let's see.
Okay.
This should do it. All right, everyone should be able to unmute themselves now.
Hi, if you have any questions, please ask. I
see Amina was able to unmute herself. I think Sevi was for a moment. So if anyone has any questions, please do.
Yes, I have a question. Hi, Momita.
Yes.
So,
Hi.
hi, we do have some students, senior auditors here at Hunter. So, as far as I know, they are not allowed to participate in any class, just being auditors. How a professor can mute them from being just listeners and not talkers in that? Is there any way? Some people are very upset with that, but this is the policy at Hunter, and I am also belong to this category. I want to know how kindly a professor can mute them, but be just listeners.
During a collaborate session?
Yes, because they are students. They pay sort of tuition here. They are senior citizens who are very active. I don't know if this policy changes here with this new transition. However, this happens. It's a fact at Hunter. They are not allowed to interact. They are not allowed. They don't have to submit homework, but they should be just listeners, auditors.
No, I know. Yes, I get that. I do not know whether the policy changed also or not. But during a collaborate session, let me just show you again. Hold on, where did it go? So if I go there, right? I don't have any student now. I'm doing collaborate session in few minutes. But let me just show you. You have an option when you are within the course, right? I don't have a student, so I won't be able to show you probably fully, but let it load and then let me show you. Wrong option. So if anyone has any other question, I will answer that now while I'm actually getting to collaborate to show the other professor, because it takes a little time to load within collaborate. Okay, so now that I'm within collaborate, right, you go to this icon right here, and when you are on attendance, you go to this option right here, and you can mute all right here, or you can go to the single student, right, and you can go to that option and also like mute all. So I unfortunately I'm the moderator here, so I cannot show you, but this option right here next to the student gives you option to mute that specific student, or you can actually mute all of them at once by going there. So this is how you would do it. So you have to go to the collaborate and the left panel, and under attendance, that's where you would do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And does anyone else has any questions? And also, Professor, maybe reach out to the department chair or the provost's office if the policy change, but we haven't heard anything yet about that.
Thank you, Momita.
You're welcome. Is anyone else has any questions? Anything is fine. Since I'm already here and I know Blackboard tips and tricks is like it's all over the place, but I would love to answer any questions that you have.
I think you are off the hook. You're a wonderful presenter, and I think all questions have been answered for now.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so we have a I think Blackboard collaborate session right after this. If you are interested, we'll see you there. We also have a recording of that session as well. But I will see you at noon if you want to do the Blackboard collaborate session. Okay. But I will end the session now. Thanks, Lauren. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
No problem.